So you find yourself in a dire situation. At some point, you've gained clarity and consciousness of the fact that you have been going through the same loop over and over again, and it's a place that you don't want to be, and you just don't like anything that's around you. Instead of resigning yourself to your fate and just saying that is the way the world is, you can actually do something about it. Do I have you interested? Well, you could do just one thing. Reject it all. And I'm not saying that you have to say that it doesn't exist, but you reject the fact that that is what you were resigned to, that that is what your life is going to be. And that's all you need. Because once you do that and you put that in your mind, then things, they won't change overnight, but they will change. But it starts off with that rejection. Because, ooh, red-tailed hawk. Look at that thing. But it starts off with that rejection. Because that rejection, because you became conscious of it, right? You became conscious of the loop that you were stuck in. The things that you kept on doing over and over and over again, whether it's addiction or just not working up to your full potential, whatever it is. You became conscious of it. Now, you have to reject that. And honestly, you have to reject yourself. Because if you were listening to one of my last videos, you would know that most things that happen in your life are all your fault. And once you regain that responsibility and you see that what your actions are doing and that things are your fault and it's not just the world doing its dirty magic on you, then you actually have the ability to reject it. And I'm gonna side note real quick to mythology. So the phoenix is a powerful mythological creature. If for those of you who don't know, and for those of you who do, just to recap, it is able to burst itself into flames, unalive itself, and be reborn from the ashes. Well, that's what you have to do too. I've done it plenty of times. You have to destroy yourself, unalive the parts that you do not like, and honestly, you should just unalive everything and build from the ground up. You have to reject everything. The crappy friends you have, the crappy situation you have, and of course, when you rejuvenate yourself in this way and you become the phoenix and you get born again, there are certain circumstances where you can't just be in a different position. But the whole thing is to change the mindset. And if you keep on, just as an example, drinking late nights, that's the part you have to reject. You have to destroy that part within you. You have to reject every single part within you, and you have to, and this is why it's important to be able to be honest with yourself and be honest of what is actually your fault. Because, like just as with the drinking example, yeah, my buddies go out and ask me to go drinking. It's not their fault though. I was the one that said yes. You were the one that said yes. So just in that kind of respect, that's what you have to be honest with yourself. And you can't rebirth yourself unless you are fully honest with yourself. It's as simple as that. Because if you're not honest with yourself, you will rebirth yourself, but you will keep the same flawed defects that you wanted to get rid of because you weren't honest with yourself that they were actually defects. So, long story short, be the phoenix. Destroy everything in yourself that needs to go and replace it with new ones. And unfortunately, a lot of times, and you see this in the myth, a phoenix, when it unalives itself and gets reborn, it's not no little slow burn. It's a huge blaze. That thing goes on fire in seconds, and it becomes a pile of ashes within seconds, and then the egg is there and is born. So you have to sometimes do this very drastically, and honestly most times. Because if you're not going to do it drastically, That's the same thing that you were doing before. You're trying to change a little everything. It takes time, and it does take time, don't get me wrong. But do it quick, do it fast. Scorch earth on your own life, and you will be surprised what happens. But anyways, guys, it's time for me to go. My name is Brendan. This is The Lost Tribe. If you enjoyed this content, please smash that like button. Share this with people that you think would help. And hit that subscribe to get more, because this is the only beginning. Peace out, kiddies.